You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. How long has it been since the last time I was on this thing, huh? You guys. Well, it's good to be back, I guess. It's good that I can be back. Um, I got I got this dog behind me. Her name's Baby Girl. It's a friend of mine's dog. They're staying here. But to the dog, I'm the people are like a sugar daddy or a Mac daddy or just plain daddy. Oh, I'm this dog's food daddy from day one. Well, now these people, this guy and girl, they had him at camp, and they had the dog as their guard dog, and they had like a kind of a semi gate up, and the dog was real protective of the girl, and I would never ever cross that fence, and that dog knew it. That dog was on a chain and far away, but once the girl came out and said it was okay and was walking around, the dog was fine, run up and wag his tail. Some people it doesn't like, but it likes me. But most dogs do. Some like to taste me. You know how that is. Dog might not like you for some reason, but or he might just be like a want to taste you. So she's never really tasted me like that. She's never snapped on me because she knows I used to be the alpha male. Now I'm just the old hound dog sharing my food with her. And she's a good girl. She's pretty. Her name's Baby Girl. Say hi, baby girl. Come here. Come here. Oh, I knocked over my soda. That's all right. I didn't spill it all the way. As you can see, I may not. I don't know. Let me see if I can situate this. Well, anyway, my technical assistant, the lovely and biker babe, Bethalonia. Well, she has. I still talk to her. She's I'm not sure what she's doing, but she's looking good. I know that, and I still call her for advice sometimes. And I wish she'd come over, but she's doing some things on her own, and I haven't seen her in a while. She sent me a picture or two. Nothing lewd or improper, But she's looking good. She's she's 37 or 38. I think it's about no, yeah, 30, something like that. And she's I've always liked her because despite any physical limitations, she's always hung in there, and she's always been a fighter, and she still is. And that's one thing I liked about her. Plus, she helped me and my mom out a lot, away a lot, and that means a lot. But when she first came here, I could barely walk. I still can't, but sometimes I reach a point where I hurt real bad all the time, and then occasionally, like I won't feel quite so bad. I'll still have to watch what I'm doing. Can't move fast in certain directions, but I feel better. A lot of that's because of her helping me, and I still get run ragged. This is not a funny situation, but you know what? We've been in this house almost a year. I guess it was a year ago when our other house burnt down, and at the time they said that the way it looked and everything, not being a really big house, and I got this poison or spraying or whatever it is. It sticks to me like sand. I mean, it's fine grit. Mm. So I'm dressed head to toe like this. It's summertime and hot, and I'm gonna go shave, and I'll have to get it all off on me. What I like to do is, they said, like I said, they said our house should be done in 6 months, start to finish. No, all kinds of stupid shit. not just investigating the house, investigating, I think, other things that have been going around here that were improper that just kind of seems to snowball, and the lies change as the reality changes. They have to fit their scenario to a working reality. And so I don't know these people. I don't know how many of them there are, but I take pleasure in the fact that I can piss all these motherfuckers off. I don't know how many there are, but I know there's more than one. I know that there's more than five. I would say there's a whole bunch of them, and they collectively get pissed off at me. I cuss. If I think they're listening to I'm in this house, I pretty much intersperse my any language with profanity because the only thing I want them to get from me is a head full of fucking cuss words. That's all they deserve for doing what they're doing, the way they're doing it, violating my privacy, violating every right I have. And you don't deserve any rights. That's what they'll say. Hey, it's like you know, it's like what are them police beating the black people up, and then now they're facing the music. Well, that's what these guys are doing. They're sitting here. They're hoping that they can kill me before anybody says anything, and they have to face the music. And they could kill me outright, but for some reason they prefer to poison me. And I think that's just kind of how would you say it, pussyish. Sorry for cussing like that. That's not really cussing though, but it is. It's improper language, and I do try to around uh, normal people not be like that. Sometimes I can't help it. Sometimes I hurt, and I'm like, God damn, son of a bitch, and I'm like, I hate being like that. But I'm feeling better now, and it's not thanks to these people. No, no, no. These people would have me dead and buried and laughing. No, I prefer not to, but they have their own little private, separate, secret agenda with this house of horrors that they have here. Right now, they're still pumping poison on me. I don't know what it is. I can see the gas flowing from the evaporation of the stuff, so that it's non-traceable by you know. And the thing is see, the cops are letting them do this. Well, if he died, and well, they can't really prove it, how he died. That seems to be the consensus. So it's like these people have free reign to fucking play their little poison game on me. I mean, they dump it. Sometimes when they get mad, they dump it on me, and I'm like, God damn, you guys! I need to go take. I do need to take a shower like right soon because shit ain't good for you. No. They got different stuff. They got the internet and everything. I was so proud. I never had a computer until fairly recently. The last few years. I had a smartphone 5, 6 years ago. But I mean, I'm not. I didn't grow up with it. I grew up using things separately. I did all my stuff with books. Like when I used to work. I was an aircraft mechanic, and we used books. Everything was books. The only person that had a computer back then, it was the 80s, was the parts lady, so she could order the parts on the computer. Us guys, we had books that you take out to the airplane, big old heavy books with beautiful drawings. The drawings were every bit as good as any computer, and maybe even better because you didn't require any electricity. And that's the way I learned, and that's the way we worked on it back then. And a laptop like this, I've got kind of a cheap one, kind of. But it would be like back, let's go to the future or something. Hey, they got space. We still don't have jetpacks, so. But then again, that might be a good thing. Think about drunken jetpacks or something like that. I don't know. It's fun to think about. It's kind of like some of those, when you watch some kind of porn, say, "That looks like fun," but in reality, it might not be. You find out, oh, there's psychological factors. There's everybody's got baggage. All right, I don't want to talk about it anymore. But anyway, this is just gonna be a short one. I would like to go into a new phase of this. If they say our house, they've got the shingles on the roof. I'd like to go over there and see it. I haven't. I tried to ride by there today, and I just could not. And this is what's messed up. These people have me. I mean, I was on my bike, and I was ashamed that maybe to ride through the neighborhood. Didn't want people looking at me going, "Oh, look, there's Randy," because so many lies were spread about me. Lies interspersed with truth. The best lie is like almost 100% true, but just a little bit of lie to it or some shit. And that's what they did. And they're so good at it. It was like everybody. Yeah, I'm ashamed to go through there because people believe that it makes me. I'd say it makes me sick, but I've lived here. We moved here to this county, to this town, basically, in 1971. My dad was a teacher, a coach, and in the summer he wanted to make money, and he saw that he could do it mowing yards, and it was me and him. Boy, in the summers I worked my butt off because we didn't have weed eaters or lawn or riders. We had self-propelled and push mowers, and that's the way we did it back then. And there's still one house that's not too far from here. And I remember it was the end of the world. There was not much railroad tracks. The road turned into a dirt road, and then there was railroad tracks, and there was not much out there. And this house was kind of way in the boonies, the edge of civilization, and it looks exactly the same as it took 49 years ago when we cut it. 49 years ago, it looks exactly the same. I mean, that is too cool. And even the big oak trees that's there, I think it's the same one. It's incredible. I mean, it's just huge around. But anyway, all the years I've lived here, growing up here, going to school, and of course I went away to the army and came back, and then I went up north to go to aircraft mechanic school and learned woodworking and cabinetry. I started to learn down here, and then when I was up there, and due to VA problems, dropped out. And I had problems with the VA, so me and them, I don't talk to them at all. But ever. And there was a girl I liked up there, and I stayed up there and worked and had a good time. And well, eventually I moved back down here, but not with that girl that I liked. And so, well, this is where I'm from. I live. I sit here and try to get it together, and it took me many years. And I'm not. I can admit when I made a mistake. Most of the time, sometimes. No, that wasn't me. Yeah, right. But you know, I've run afoul of the law. Um, I used to be a little bit mean and I guess mean. Yeah, I guess mean when I got mad and drank a whole lot. And so, there were times when I wasn't Mr. Wonderful to anybody. Try not to be like that now. And sometimes it gets me called pussy or it gets old man. I'm an old man now. I keep forgetting that sometimes. I seen a guy the other night, last night, whatever. And damn it, I was up getting me a soda and it was nighttime. He sees me and he's got this beautiful. I mean, this thing should be in a magazine. Beautiful, huge tired, stretched out bike that he built and painted. I mean, it's beautiful. And I know guys that do that kind of stuff. It impresses me, Guys, this is a bicycle, a pedal bicycle. And I said to him, I said, you ought to put a motor on, electric motor on that, because mine's electric. I'll show you mine the next. I think I have probably. But anyway, I've had mine a long time, and mine's factory built. It's nothing fancy or anything. But he goes, "Oh no, pedal power." He goes, "You want to race?" And I go, "Do you have?" I said, "Do you have a motor?" I think this was before or whatever. He goes, "No." He goes, "Those motors are pussies." And I said, "Well, I said I agree." I said, "But I have to have one." I said, "I can't pedal." And you know, um, I wasn't mad, and you know, well, I agree with him. Pedal motors are for pussies generally. Back when my legs worked, and I had a nice Raleigh Grand Prix, which I had Grand Prix from 1970. I got my first one in '76, and up and until the last one got stolen. And let me think what year that was. Probably 2001. I believe 2001. My last one got stolen. My Grand Prix. I rode those things where I would fly on them. But then I had some good Japanese, couple of good Japanese 10 speeds, 27-inch rims. The skinny ones. But I could fly with them. My legs. I could ride to work in Punta Gorda and back. Generally I wouldn't want to ride over 10 or 11 miles to work and then have to ride back in the evening, but I would do that and work all day in the sun, the heat, or whatever. Had some easy job. Well, by easy, I mean I'm not directly in the sun. I've had some. I used to like doing dirt work. The road subgrade was my favorite because I used to survey and did civil engineering, drafting, and stuff like that. And it was all familiar to me through engineering and stuff like that. So I always like doing dirt work. And we worked 50-hour weeks, 10-hour days. So Friday's all gravy pay, in my opinion. Well, in a lot of people's opinions. But you got to stand up for 10 hours a day. And that's the way it is. I used to be able to do that. I can't stand up normally. I can't stand up unassisted without leaning on something for more than 10 minutes. And it's not exhaustion, it's the fucking pain. And I mean, I hurt so bad. I can't stand up more than 10 minutes. I can't walk the length of the football field. When I go in a grocery store, even if I'm getting a loaf of bread, I get a grocery cart to lean on so that I can lean on it and to make my way around the store. I can't do it otherwise. I can. I'll start cussing out loud. It hurts that bad. Anyway, let me fill you in on what's going on since, well, who was here? Beth was on. My technical assistant was here. Boy, she, well, remember we had the big, God, that was in March. What month is this? August? Let's see. March, April, May, June, July. 5 months ago? That was 5 months ago. We had our big birthday bash of uh, bash bash. Oh, I forget what it was, but it wasn't Bash America. It was Bashathon or some crap. But Beth wasn't here. Everybody left me, and so I was all by myself. And she was at bike week. I remember she was at bike. God, 5 months, really? God, I got old. No wonder I got old. But she she was at bike week, and she um first she got mad, and she was walking down the road, and I'm picturing you know imagination running away with me. Um, she number one, she shouldn't be. It's bike week, and she's a tough girl, but even so, and she's walking all by herself, and I'm talking to her, and her one boyfriend, her one ex, that she didn't want to talk to. I had his number. I think I still do. I mean, I don't care. But anyway, she's all adamant walking away. It's like 1 in the morning or some stuff, and I'm like, man, she would have stayed here with me. She'd have helped me with Bash Marathon. That's what it was, Bash Marathon. She'd have helped me with that. We'd had fun. We got fucked up one way or another, booze, whatever, and because it was both our birthdays, and probably ate good and watched TV, and she draw. She used to draw for me, but she so I was worried about her. I told her, I said, if you don't go back and do something now, I said, she had no money or anything. I said, I'm going to call up your ex boyfriend. She goes, don't you dare do that. And I said, I'm fucking serious. And I was mad, and I was uh, worried, and she kept talking her crap, and I freaking I called her boyfriend, and he called her, and blah blah blah, and she hated me, and she hated everybody, and then finally he tells me, oh, she's back at the motel. I said, okay, good, I feel a lot better, and I had been up for a long time, and I was tired and exhausted, so I went to sleep, and as I was sleeping for a couple hours, I woke up, I looked at my phone, and she had called. She had texted, and then she called. We didn't talk a whole lot on the phone. Usually, it was usually texting, and I missed her call, and so I'm trying to text her and stuff, I and I fell back asleep, and I woke up, and she left a text that said, "Bone broke, can't see." And so I'm like, "Bone broke, can't see." I'm thinking, oh man, maybe they left or coming back, and they were in one of those Central Florida counties that is really kind of, a lot of them are rural, and had a wreck, and she was laying in a pool of blood, and her bones broke. She couldn't see from blood loss, and so I was all worried. And I called up her ex boyfriend again and told him, and we both worried. I told my mom, but I mean, this was like on a Friday, and I think she got back like on a Wednesday or Thursday of the next week. And first she texted me or called me or something, and I said, well, "What the hell? Where are you at? Which hospital?" Because I was worried. I was getting ready to go and try to find out if somebody could find out where she was or whatever. And I did the birthday bash marathon. I couldn't even talk about her because I think that was the day that this happened. I thought, oh my gosh, she could be dead. I was really freaking out. And so, but she told me that, and she come and so she comes walking in the house, and my mom kind of, I guess, didn't get the whole story and stuff. So my mom's like, "You look all right. Where have you been?" Beth was kind of embarrassed. But, we did worry about her, and then we had all kinds of misadventures. She used to it used to be, it's not funny, but it is. I'd be sitting in this house like right now, they're doing something, it's not right, And, I used to be the fireball king. I still can, but I mean, I try not to. I'm trying to, I don't know, never faced anything like this in my life. And I've always had a lot of friends and was able bodied, and then I don't have it. So suddenly, what few friends I did have disappeared just so quickly. It's like, why do you do? Well, they won't say. They won't say why. Even people that have known me for years turn their backs on me, and I'm like, man. But I believe these people have totally hacked my phone, my life, gone through intimate details about me, and ran a scam with me as the leading player. Yeah, everywhere. That's crazy. And instead of trying to work for a living, yeah, they'd rather do pull off a scheme like this and rob and steal and petty thief. I mean, I was never like that. I always found out early on that money was made by working hard and working smart. Not just hard, but smart, but not just smart. Also, if it calls for hard, because sometimes that's a good thing. I mean, I'm not talking going out and waste energy. I'm talking about, your production, maximum production. I've done cabinets and carpentry and woodwork and stuff. And you can fine tune. Like as a carpenter, somebody'd say, you're not moving fast enough. I say, I can move a lot faster, but how good do you want it? And if you're making arches for windows or in the house, they kind of will go, whoa, kind of compromise. I can do that real fast. I'll use my circular saw instead of a coping saw. You're gonna have an arch, but it's gonna be fun. Um, you still wrap it with a drywall, but well, that's just an example of hard and smart. How hard, how smart, how on the other end of the spectrum is some people are sandbaggers, and sometimes it's harder to sandbag than to just do the job. Oh God, when you're here in the Florida sun, and sometimes it's just like you're just on the roof and you're just dying. 2:30. Oh man, oh yeah, I'm dying. But you learn how to deal with it. You get better, or you don't. But heck, I forgot what I was talking about. But anyway, ow. We'd be sitting here, me and Beth, and she always had her phone, so wherever I was, I could text her or whatever. Sometimes I'd want to go and get coffee. I want to go get coffee now. What time is it? It's 3 freaking o'clock. I gotta get moving. Oh. Well, anyway, I'd tell Beth, I'd say, I need a copilot now. And she'd go, because I didn't want to drive alone. And we'd run out there, jump in that car, and just haul butt, and my mom been in the hospital like, 7 or 8 times to the emergency room because of this crap. Yeah, directly because of this crap, what they're doing right now. And she's not a whole lot better. But so anyway, here we are. We're zooming out to get coffee, and we're zooming back home, and we care. She care for me, and I care for her. And then she did have a boyfriend. Sometimes I'd be begging her, please don't leave me here alone. And, oh, you'll be all right. And well, no, I wouldn't be all right. But I mean, like even right now, the stuff that's going on here. I can't go to sleep, so I'm gonna go get coffee. I'm gonna ride around, listen to my music. I've always been a rock and roller, and I mean, I can dig a little bit of country and stuff like that. But me, always, rock and roll. And I found out the older I'm getting, and a lot of it's because of YouTube, where I can, I hear a song, I go, wow, that's pretty good, and um, I'm getting into the getting more punk the older I'm getting. I don't know why. I'm digging it though. And I remember it was around Christmas when I did that filing cabinet. Filing cabinet came out good. Not a scratch. It came out. I couldn't have done a better job. I mean, I am so lucky. And it's not just luck, but I mean, the quality of the craftsmanship of the thing was good. I really took my time, and when I got frustrated, I'd take a break. But I really enjoyed doing that, and I'm thinking that's what I like to do, is maybe have somebody help me, or an assistant or something. And like I've got some drawers to repair. I repaired one, but I'm having a trouble with the slide. I think it's just the way I put it in there. But I mean, things like that show how to rebuild a drawer, because if you go to a cabinet shop and they want to rebuild a drawer, it's expensive. It's not cheap to get a drawer, and you might learn something about how to do something like that, or anything. And maybe if I could get people that have a talent, or can show some, like I know in carpentry we have some tricks that are kind of way cool, and same with cabinets and everything. So anyway, if it may be a couple of days, it may be a week. I don't know. I've got this one. I got this one girl. She's not here right now, but she's staying here with me. And she's people. Uh, she's a different generation, and she knows a lot of these people that were kind of kids when my kid was when my kid was born and stuff. A lot of these people were right out of high school, and were getting into work that they had done as with their brothers or parents or something, and coming into the real world work zone. And some of these people I met back then, way back then, 25, 26, 27 years ago. And when I was first running crews, carpentry crews, and I see some of them now, it's like, oh my God, and they know each other and this and that. But a lot of people, um, kind of live up to the stereotype that they're given, because they don't care. Like drunken Randy. You know, I used to drink a lot. Yeah, but I wouldn't be drunk in the morning. I wouldn't be drunk until about an hour after work, usually 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. But yeah, yeah. So I wouldn't mind being called drunken Randy again. I don't drink so much now. I had a beer today. It was great. Oh, it was so good. It was so freaking hot today, and that beer was so cold. But I could only drink one. I can't pound them like I used to. Um, oh, I get off work and drink, and I'd eat, and then I'd drink. Maybe if I was out shooting pool, yeah, I'd drink. Not going to shoot pool and not drink. Darn it. But there's all kinds of weird stuff around this weird wacko house, and this new girl that's been helping me out. I've been helping her. She got kicked out of South Carolina. I'm not sure what for. It's people from this part of Florida. We seem to get banished a lot. But anyway, she was driven to the bus station, told to leave, and she was short like $75 or something. She couldn't get a ticket. She might have made it to Orlando or somewhere where she was going to have to fend for herself, or God forbid, call her mom. So So I wired her the money so she could get down here. She owes me now, and she thought, she's come in a few times. I can give you $20 or I can give you $30. I'm like, no, you need it. She ain't got a whole lot of money, and so she'll pay me back sometime. She's some people have this stereotype of her that she's my stereotype of her because I'm old for one thing, and my stereotype is she reminds me of a movie star, tall, picturesque, bombshell movie star. And she knows that, and so she rides a bus back from South Carolina, and now she gets she rides her bike like she rode her bike. Gosh, it had to be 14 miles there, 14 miles back, close to 30 miles. That's how far she rode one day. And I'm like, it catches up to you, I caught up to her and she was all wore out. And she had needed this crash for quite a long time, so I let her try to, make sure she ate right. She knows how to eat. She takes care of her body. That's where the movie star thing comes in because she takes care of her skin like a movie star, or her diet like a movie star, her hair. So you're a freaking movie star. You're just not in the movies. And I kept telling her, you lose some weight, and you have all kinds of things. Well, today when we went to ride bikes, I went to go help her do something, and she's on the bike. She's lost probably minimum 10 pounds. She looks, I wouldn't say stunning, but she's on the verge of it, and her skin's flawless. And some people think she's stupid or crazy. Yeah, of course, But wait a minute, no. I'm crazy. She's crazy. We know a lot of crazy people, huh? But sometimes that crazy isn't reality crazy, if you know what that means. Sometimes, all right, say you were to get in an airplane with a guy, and he takes off, and all of a sudden he starts doing barrel rolls, and he's got machine. Where'd you get machine guns? And well, they're and people really were firing bullets. I would, you think it's crazy, and say, well, he's not really crazy. He's fighting. Well, it could be something like that, but also it's not all entirely in your head. But anyway, so I'm gonna try to come back alive. Right now it's 3, and I would really like to go see this girl that works up there because she is just so smokingly intense and gorgeous and nice, and I'd like to do some work for her, and I haven't worked, made a paycheck. I haven't even worked. Yeah, a couple of times I guess I did work where somebody paid me cash to do like certain things, and I'd like to get back. My problem is walking, carrying, almost anything, distance at all, and so my mm, field of expertise would have to be within something I'm very good at, and it would have to be limited and or have a helper. But to do these drawer repairs and stuff, I can do some of it on my own, and I'll attempt to. I may get a helper if I can, if I can find one. I may get this movie star to do it because I tell you what, she could be a movie star or a model, and that's the truth. So I'm going to wrap this up. If anybody would, uh, if anybody would give me any kind of hand at all with any of this stuff, my infirmities, which I think I could get better. I know I could. I'm slowly getting better, but my bones are hurt bad, and and find out the truth about what's going on here without me getting hung. Because it just seems like they had a plan set up, and they tried to force the facts to fit the. I don't know. They're still running with it. This house was built to do things to. mm, how can I say it? Intimidate maybe medieval people, but I don't think they'd be that intimidated unless they were like yokels. And I think they thought I was a yokel. And I still am in a lot of ways, but I don't mind, but I'm not stupid. you know, I've seen all kinds of stuff. But anyway, sometime we'll be moving back, hopefully back to our old house, which is a fenced in yard, oak trees, beautiful yard, and no assholes. Well, there are, but over at that place, I felt safe. I never felt like I couldn't handle a situation, and this is just the opposite. There's not one time since I've been in this house, and we've been here almost a year, that I have felt safe or comfortable or not molested. Every day I wake up, somehow, and I say molested, there's some of it's torture, but bad, and my mom too. These people don't, so I am kind of mean to them, but I'm only an asshole to assholes. That's the truth. So I'll see you guys, and remember, I try to help like this dog here. Come here, baby girl. Come on, baby girl. Come here, girl. Get up, get up, get up. She's like, get off me. Come here, you. Come here. Look, she bosses me around. Come here, girl. Look, she like, I want to boss you around. That's that dog. She's good. Come here. Look, she's like, get out of my face. She's like 3 years old, but she's kind of puppy, but she's smart. Come on, let's go get something to drink and check on my bike. I want to go see this one chick. I do. And I need to get this poison at least off my face anyway, and to brush my teeth so I don't have a goat breath. Goat breath is pretty bad. And so hopefully within the next day or two or something, I'm gonna see if I can drum up some assistants to help me. I use a sound man, a writer, a set developer, a hairstyle. I got my. I went totally. I kept trying and trying and trying. I finally ice white. And sometimes it looks good, sometimes it'll tint, but it's not orange at all. If you see any red in there, that's from my faded out stuff that I put in there that just didn't work. And I know I just cut kind of messed up. It was starting to grow out almost to where I like it. Once I keep doing this because stuff dropping through on me and stuff, and the keys to my laptop here, they stick. It's not me, it's the forces. I've aged. Look, if any of you saw me, and you can go back to my first. I have 1 minute left before this is going to die on me, so I'm going to wrap it up. Since the first episode, maybe you could give me a call or something. It says live chat, but I don't know how to do that, and the screen's going to die anyway, so I'm going to let you guys go, man. I'm Randy, and always remember, pass it down the line whenever somebody helps you. Help somebody else. Sometimes you'll get taken advantage of, but you can always, sometimes you won't. Sometimes, like, most of the time you won't. And sometimes, like me, you run into it. So I'll see you guys hopefully real soon. I'm still crazy as hell. This is Beth's old room. I took over this room because I didn't want to sleep in that other room ever again. So I'll see you guys. Bye. I'm gonna end this. Let's see, how does it say? See you guys. Are you showing this? Yeah, end it, baby. See ya.